Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Happy Woo Woo Wednesday, our very last amended scheduled Wednesday for the foreseeable future, because starting next Wednesday, the 11th, I believe is the date, we're moving back to our regularly scheduled 6 p.m. spot. But hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. I don't think I said my little intro, did I? But welcome, everybody. I did say hi and happy Woo Woo Wednesday. Let's start out with a little bit of incense. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? And we're going to be using the Montana incense. I cannot talk today. Oh, Kashvi and my mom. Hello, Versha. Hello, Kashvi. Yes. So we're going to cleanse the space, cleanse the air, cleanse the energy, just cleanse anything that is not serving us in any way, shape, or form, and just either recycle it back to source, send it from whence it came, all of that stuff. But if you would like to set your own very special intention, feel free to do so now. I'll shut up for a second. Okay. Just let that go. It's barely, I mean, I can see it a little bit, but I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's coming across okay in person, but put on a darker background. There we go. You can see it now. Okay. So we're going to pop this up here and just even, yes. Okay. So, hello. How is everyone? Oh, you would like to donate for a friend from India. Perfect. Yeah, today we're going to start with a free one card pull. We haven't done that in a few weeks, or we can have to. No, it's been longer. I don't even know how long. It's been a minute since we've done that. But let's go ahead. We're going to do the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle. I mean, this is one I've had in my collection since like 2015. No, maybe before that. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. I don't know, 2010. Now, I know Boston was already born when I got this deck, but oh man, has it been forever. And it is well loved, very, very well loved, as you can see by the edges. This used to be a staple in my early pick of cards over on the Done Creative, and it's just been, at this point, probably at least 2 to 3 years since I've used this deck in any capacity. So we're using it today, and I know Jessa being here, you're all about Solar Siren 209. She's all about the mermaid vibes, aka Solar Siren. So for a free one card pull today, just go ahead and put a 444 in the chat, and you guys can duke it out for the top fan today. This is a new thing they started doing on the last live stream, and I was totally blown away. I'm like, what is this like number 1, number 2 thing going on here? I don't understand what this is. But yeah, I think the more, and of course without spamming, we're gonna be intentional with our words here. Yeah, you guys, I think it resets every live stream, and you just duke it out for top 2 or 3. I think they'll give a crown to the top 2 or 3 people that are commenting per live stream. And I don't know if these are cumulative or if it's just, I think it's just from live stream to live stream. But I don't know for sure. I guess we'll find out. So, hello, Earthy Deva. Anna, it's good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. And then, of course, Solar Siren is here. Yes, so we have a couple 444s on the board. And I know Jess is here, so I'll also pull her one. She may be busy right now. But let's see. We'll start with Versha. Woo! You get 2, and they're both slippery energy. They both went to the floor. And this is probably why. Because there's this pull or need to rest, and I know things have been busy for you, and that's why it's slippery energy. It's not easy to just say, guess what? Taking a time out, taking a rest. But it says you've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. So if you're feeling that pull and you're able to do it, obviously there's a lot of commitments at this end of the school year time and all of that. I totally get it. But why can I not move this? I feel like I'm stuck. My kids get in here and mess with my stuff. Yeah, but just being able to take a rest. I love this. And then simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. And simplifying your life just may be, things slowing down, not being as busy. especially with this combination. So in ways you can simplify your life, maybe making meal plans, meal prep, that kind of thing, to where you will have more time to relax, before or after a meal or something. Even little things like that can add up to be really big time savers and really help streamline your life. All right, let's get a card for Anna, aka Earthy Deva. Oh my God, this is exactly me right now. I'm unwanted and stuck, busy schedules. I want to be in hermit mode and go within and just be. Oh my gosh, yes, same. I feel you on that, Versha. All right, Earthy Deva, let's get your card. Ooh, you also get the rest card. Well, I'm going to pull another one. Let's just set the precedent. We're going to pull 2 for everybody. That's what we're doing. Okay. So you have the rest card as well. This just may be a collective theme. Oh, actually, Anna, I lied. You get 3 cards. Okay. Well, as a result of you getting some much needed rest, even if it's just in an afternoon, like, oh my gosh, I need a nap, and you have the time and ability to do that, and you honor that, it's going to help usher in change. Not just any change, but a blessed change. That a major life change will bring blessings for you, and it will have to do with you feeling more worthiness just in being who you are without having to force it or prove to anyone, with your skills, or try to validate your worthiness to other people by how much money you make or anything like that. This is just you knowing that you deserve to receive good in all ways, just because you are inherently worthy by being a fractal of Source. You are inherently worthy. So that's a really beautiful, and one of the changes that may be coming in as a result of that is just a shift or change in belief systems. Just knowing you deserve to feel loved. You deserve to feel cherished. You deserve to just feel good in your life, All right. Let's get a card for Solar Siren 209. Oh, very needed. Oh, I'm so glad you got a good message for yourself there, Anna. All right. Solar Siren, let's get her message as well. We have self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. I love that. And then let's get one more for Jessa, aka Solar Siren. And then wait. Oh my gosh, has this not been the story of your life since like November, December? Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. But something is brewing. Something is bubbling up to the surface, as you can see here. I love that. And there may even be some elements of forgiveness for yourself. You're just forgiving yourself for wanting things to, be coming up. That poverty wound or that lack wound coming up, rising to the surface so that you can heal it and clear it once and for all, or at least another very significant layer, because as we know, these things happen in waves or in layers. But yeah, you forgiving yourself and just having a bit more patience will bring you an outcome that's even better than what you're expecting here. I love that. And yes, I do have potting soil underneath my fingernails because I was just checking the soil of all my little plant babies, just seeing who needed water, who didn't. I watered about 4 or 5 of them, washed their leaves off, gave them a little bit of fertilizer, all the fun plant mom things. Tending the garden, very 7 of Pentacles energy with that. Okay. Oh, I cannot write today. Well, I cannot speak today for the most part. Let's get Kashvi a card or 2. We're doing 2 at least. Kashvi's message for today. We have make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive. Listen to your intuition and make a decision. That almost rhymed. Very cute. And this might even be you deciding, like, what am I going to do with my free time? Am I going to read this book, or am I going to go outside and play? Am I going to do this thing, or am I going to do that thing? All right, let's get, one more. Protection. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. I love that. Yeah, this is just letting you know that even as you make any decision for yourself, that you are protected. You have a lot of protection around you with your mom, your guides, guardians, whatever you want to call that energy, source, the original source, all of that. You've got a lot of love and divine protection around you. All right. Very needed message. All right. Friend from India, C. All right. Let's get C a card or 2. Oh, she is prepping for the nationals happening next Saturday. Okay, there you go. How exciting. Well, I'm wishing you the very best with that, Kashvi. That's very exciting, but probably a little bit stressful too. So make sure you're also kind of countering some of that stressful energy with just doing something fun. Yeah, absolutely. All right, friend C from India. Let's get C's message. This one wants to come out, and also this one and this one. Okay, we're getting 3 for C. C is getting 3. That rhymed. We're rhyming all up in here today. Aw, I love this. We have the empowerment card. And it says here, you're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. And this is probably my favorite card in this deck. Every time I used to pull this, and it's not even coming across like the colors on this angel kind of mermaid lady here. It's not even giving it justice. It's just so like she almost glows right off the card. It's just so beautiful. Like some of those yellow tones aren't really coming out. It's more this color in kind of the back part of her fins, kind of behind her. Just such a beautiful card. But yeah, and this may even be you. Again, this message is for C. This may even be you just glowing up, having an internal glow up that results in an external glow up. Like your skin is glowing, you feel good. Maybe you're wanting to take a little more time with your dress or your makeup, or just wanting to present yourself, not to impress anyone, but just to really, because you're feeling good on the inside and you want to express that on the outside. Really beautiful message. And then we have healing heart. And it says, you're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. So any healing you've been doing for yourself or others, even like I was talking about earlier, right before someone else's or right after someone else's reading about just tending to my plants. That is very healing for not just the plants. Obviously, they need my love and care if they're going to be in my home. They can't just walk over to the water faucet, turn it on, and get what they need. They need me to be the facilitator of that. But you taking care of your home, taking care of your children, taking care of parents or plants or animals, or just as you walk through nature, just say thank you for the fresh breeze and the beautiful scent of flowers and just the beautiful views if you have that in your area. We also have accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. And by heaven, really what this means is whatever higher power you consider. That can be your own inner true spirit, your own higher self, your own guides, guardians, source itself, whatever that looks like for you. But even if it's other people coming to you to say, oh, let me get the door for you, or let me do this. A lot of times we can block our own blessings or the help that Spirit is trying to send us by trying to be a hero, trying to do it all ourselves, or thinking, oh no, I'll just do it. It's just one more thing. I'll just do it. And instead of allowing someone else to kind of let up on some of that burden, we kind of sometimes will block those blessings by saying, oh no, I got it. Well, if you legit feel like you can allow someone to help you and they offer first, this is and at times you can even ask someone else for help. That's totally valid too. But usually if we ask someone for help, we're not going to push it away because we've asked for it. But if we need help and someone else senses that and then steps in to, ask if we want help, we'll a lot of times say, oh no, I don't need it. Say yes. Say yes. If there's anything, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you just, you deserve help. You deserve help. All right. That was for C. Anyone else looking to get a free 1 to 2 card to 3 card, however many cards come out of here, pull today, put a 444 in the chat if you're just joining us, and we'll get into it for you. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. I've been so thirsty today. And while we wait for that, I will, we kind of got started early. But for my other job, it was so slow today that I'm just going through like old hard drive. I found this old hard drive from 2010. So this is before I even became a mom. And I took some kind of funny screenshots of some of the photos. I'm just like, wow. So this is my dog, Judy. I have not seen this picture in years, but there she is, sweet Judith. I miss her every day, my soul pet. And this was my other awesome dog, Walter. I miss him too. Piggy Wolf. He's a baby there, a little baby. And then we have, I thought this was really funny. This is my husband, Ryan, this is back in 2010, so 15 years ago. Yeah, wow. And if you add some glasses to that and maybe some different facial hair, you would have my son, Boston. He looks so much like his dad. Wow. And then those are pictures of my brother-in-law's dog. But then there's me, and me being the weirdo that I am, I would just sit randomly. But the look on my face, I get that exact expression from Wrigley, my youngest son, every single day, at least multiple times a day. He gives me this expression multiple times a day. And this was way back in the day. in my childhood home, the house that burned down, in that what we were calling the new addition, that was in this part of the house. But yeah, it's funny because I mean, yeah, this was 15 years ago. You can definitely tell I'm younger there, but I think I kind of do look the same, especially the hair for sure. I never changed my hairstyle in years and years and years. Although in high school, I did straighten it a lot and I fried it like crazy. But yeah, we just had a fun little trip down memory lane earlier today, just me. And then I would share it over on Messenger with my mom and sister and brother and sister-in-law, and then my husband too. Yeah, so fun morning. Oh, my mom's Shar-Pei, Pixie. She was a good dog. I miss her too. Very fun. Oh, my brother and my husband. My brother's in the foreground with his tongue sticking out. I never thought I looked like my brother, but actually, we do look quite a bit alike. Maybe not making those weird faces, but normally. But yeah. Anyway, anyone else just joining us, put a 444 in the chat before we go. What I'll do, because there's still another about 4 minutes or so until we're going to move into donations, but I could move into donations a little early and just do another last call for a free card. I think that's what we'll do, so we can just kind of keep the YouTube live stream flowing and going. So we will go over to email. Yes, donate for the friend, timestamp for her. Yes, let's timestamp that. Okay. So this is for C. I'll just put her initial C. So timestamp 1639, give or take. Sometimes on the replay, it's a little off from what I see here on my little counter. Okay, so. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I know it pulled up on my. I might have to go directly to PayPal. It's not showing up in my email. So it's a good thing you let me know that you were donating anyway. Hello, Janice. Welcome. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well today. Good to have you here. All right. So I'm going to head over to PayPal and then we'll get into this question for C. Okay. Let's sign in. Get all logged in over here. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe. It's taking a minute. Okay. So go to activity. I'm getting there. Okay. Oh, GK. Okay, so this is a different friend. Okay, GK. Okay, so GK has a few health issues. He is like a small child in his behavior. Very good person. Oh, unless this is for C's question, asking about someone named GK. Just clarify that for me, Versha, so I can get the message to the right person. Anyway, very good person at heart, very dedicated to his business. These days, he loses his mental peace at the drop of a ball. Some alarming symptoms have come up these days regarding the same, but he has a bit of carelessness when it comes to his health. He has a very slow healing whenever it comes to his tooth treatment. What is happening? What are the health concerns with GK, and what are his immediate attention? And when will he, sorry, it cut off. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna, it cuts off for me. Let's see. What are the health concerns with GK which needs immediate attention, and when will he get his personal share in the family business? And that it kind of like trails off, as you can see there. That's all that fits. So if there was something in addition to this, Versha, can you let me know here in the chat so we can make sure we take care of that? Okay, so let's just start with the fact that there's health issues going on. I'm getting very much that this has to do with these shifting in frequencies. Yeah, that's all. Okay, perfect. So GK, these health issues really are very much having to do with the shift in frequencies. And you may notice these changes in his behavior or just the way he's acting, especially if there's a lot of solar activity. But I'm also seeing that mix and mingle with like these artificial frequencies they're pumping and blasting all over the place as well. And it kind of creates almost this perfect storm for things to like the healing specifically. The length that it takes something to heal for GK specifically is just taking much longer than it should because of kind of a mix of these frequencies. But let's just get some tarot in the mix here and just see what's going on. My nose keeps itching, so that's good news. I do see health improvement. It may not be like this miraculous recovery where, especially with the behavior, like the childish behavior sometimes, I don't see that improving greatly, but I do see the health, like the physical health improving. Yeah. The immaturity is very much there. This is kind of like wired in. Like it feels very much like 14-year-old energy that GK kind of stopped advancing mature-wise just in their own personal life and behavior around age 14. So there hasn't been a lot of evolution or growth since then. I'm not saying there can't be. There definitely can, but I don't see it improving like soon. But the health stuff definitely will be improving. And the fact that there's that dedication to business, this childlike energy kind of actually does benefit GK in business. It's very interesting kind of conglomeration of energy that's going on here. Let me just read more of this question. So very good person at heart. Yes, I can definitely feel there's a heart here, a very good heart, very dedicated to business, but loses the mental piece at the drop of a ball. A lot of this is having to do with that collapse of the astral realm, it merging with this reality. People who don't cleanse or clear their energy often or have someone do it for them are kind of at the mercy of just all of this entity infestation coming in to just play tricks and get a quick loosh feed or energy feed off of somebody. And I don't see, I mean, health-wise, I do see improvement here a little bit. But as far as him being easy to manipulate by these entities, planting thoughts, you know, getting him to blow up at someone, like losing that mental piece at the drop of a hat, I see it's still going to continue, and it may even get worse at times. But there are ways that the person getting this reading can protect themselves from GK's energy. So it's kind of a live and let live scenario of you just protecting your energy as much as you can, especially when GK gets into these kind of like mental pieces out the door, very reactive, very stressed out. And just doing what you can to, you know, not that you have to walk on eggshells or that you should walk on eggshells, but just knowing intuitively what to do to protect your energy, especially if you have no choice but to be around this person. Some alarming symptoms have come up these days regarding the same, but he's a bit careless when it comes to his health. Yeah, let's just tune into the health, physical health specifically, not so much the mental health that we were tuning into, but more physical health. Because I do see improvement here, so that's good. Yeah, look at this. It's like he's not going anywhere as far as like leaving his body or anything. So he's still good to go. Any health battles or ailments he's currently going through, I see him overcoming them and having a longevity here. Oh, a very difficult mother. Yeah, that makes things difficult. For sure. Let's see. Bit of carelessness when it comes to health. And then very slow healing when it comes to his tooth treatment. Okay, so let's tune specifically into the healing. Yeah, again, I'm seeing amalgamation or a mix of these frequencies that has just really stunted the healing process in his body and just made it like drawn out. Yeah, it's like I do see, especially if he can go on some sort of vacation that's away from like the number 5 and the letter, you know, G, towers, getting out in nature or just as far away from these places and as close to nature as you can get. Especially when he is feeling not just physically like but also mentally he's having a hard time, getting him out in nature or suggesting him go out in nature, or if there is a significant trip he's taking, getting away from the current environment. I'm talking like physical environment that he lives in, works in from day to day to day. If he can get out of that and get closer to nature, the closer to nature, the better. You're going to see almost like an overnight healing, or almost, I won't say miracle because, you know, when he returns home, things will, you know, but you won't lose the improvement you got or he got, if that makes sense. But when you return home, you'll see that healing process or miracle energy kind of slow down a little bit. So if there is any potential to travel away from where he lives and works most days, it's going to be better. Very difficult mother. Okay, so some heart and liver issues have come up. Went to Bali a few weeks ago. Okay, well, you might have noticed a marked improvement, but then now that he's back, he's just kind of back to not like it's reverted completely back, because I do see there was an element of healing going on there. But even if he can just be able to get out in nature as much as possible, touch a tree, even if you can't really get out in nature, bringing nature to him, having house plants. Oh, and funny, we have the 7 of cups here. Look at it, there's like plants all over. But this is about, there are many different opportunities or ways that he can heal. Let's tune into the heart and liver specifically, because I'm seeing they're tied together. The root cause is something that's tied together here. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. I see him being able to overcome it. But again, it's about doing that due diligence to be able to separate from certain frequencies and getting out in nature as much as possible, or, you know, touching grass, touching plants, touching trees. And I know, I don't know exactly how spiritually inclined he is just off the top, but that might sound crazy to some people. So trying to find a nice way or a tactful way to, you know, get him to out in nature or bring nature to him will be kind of the key here. Let's just see any closing statements or anything else that needs to be brought to C's attention for GK, or about GK's health issues and all of that. Okay. So there are some mental health issues, you know, again, kind of maybe that childish energy, or just losing that peace at the drop of a hat, that are going to make your connection with this person even harder moving forward. But I don't see that it's like a make or break, like you have to end this relationship or anything like that. It's just, I'm hearing it's going to get a little bit more difficult before it gets better, but you may see glimpses of things improving. There may even be a bit of a shift with him feeling stuck. Look at this, and it's especially tied to his health. Like when he feels good physically, he starts to feel better mentally as well, and vice versa. You know, when he's feeling pretty good mentally, he's starting to feel good physically. There may even be a shift in belief system coming up for him that's going to lead to a more solid foundation, feeling more secure and stable in life. All right, let's actually go over here to the Money Moves Oracle. I don't know why that one's coming to my attention, but it is, so we're going to do it. Anything else for GK's health and anything C needs to know about this moving forward? Okay. Resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. And in this case, the resources are like nature and grass and plants, and removing yourself from things that are artificial, or, you know, removing GK's energy, you know, getting him away from things that are harmful for his health. Is the part Ion the inheritance? Oh, his part in the inheritance. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's why I was drawn to the Money Moves Oracle. Let's just tune into that real quick before we go. Anything on his part of the inheritance? Ooh, there's some success here. It's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it, get what you want. He's going to be able to get what he wants, potentially with someone he loves' help. Someone who he loves is helping him through this thing with the inheritance. That's what I see here. So, oh, and then there was something else I saw on the back of the deck here. Resources again. Yeah, those resources really do feel like, you know, nature. Getting out in nature can benefit so much. That's C for sure. Yeah, it does feel like C's energy. Absolutely. Just a good supportive person for GK. Absolutely. All right. Well, I think that's it for that question. And anyone else just joining us, put a 444 in the chat, and we will take care of you for a free 2-card pull. We're doing 2 cards today. You're so welcome, Bersha and C and everybody. Let me just refresh and make sure we're up to date on our donations. I think we are. Wednesdays have been interesting since I've had to, you know, shuffle the Woo Woo Wednesday evening live stream back to something here. 11 a.m. on Wednesday is kind of a difficult time, at least, you know, whatever time that is for a lot of people. I've noticed, because the viewership and, you know, engagement and stuff has really gone down since I've had to bring the Wednesday evening Woo Woo Wednesday live stream to the daytime. But I'm hoping after next week we get back on a regularly scheduled time frame that we'll have our once really exciting, lively chats going again. So exciting to see that transpire very soon, hopefully. Oh, John is out doing yard work, husband to-do list. Love your live stream so much. I just wanted you to know that you're one of the best tarot readers, and we appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tell John I said hi. Very fun. Yeah, it's like almost therapy, I think, for some people to be out doing yard work. I know I love digging around, puttering around in my garden. My husband is like obsessed with mowing the lawn or doing it just so. It's like, I won't say obsessed, but like he loves it. I think it's a bit of therapy for him. So yeah, tell John I said hi. And thanks again, hon. That's very sweet of you. I love that. All right. Trying to think. There's anything else going on that I need to update everyone on before we go. But hey, if you're here, put a 444 in the chat for a free 2-card pull from the Mermaids and, what was it called? Mermaids and Dolphins deck. All right, Janice, let's get you some cards, and then we'll get Rosalina a card. Some cards. We're doing 2 cards today, 2-card pull. Oh, and I'm doing them upside down. Here we go. All right, so anything Janice needs to know in alignment with her true spirit, we have the soulmate relationship card. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. And romance doesn't have to literally be romantic. It could just be like this connection that just makes you feel so alive. You can consider it that way. But there's a new spiritual connection that you're making with someone. And it could even be someone in your life that you're just hitting this deeper level of connection with this person, or reigniting something that was once there that's kind of faded away, but now it's back in action. We also have the Tranquility card. Make time to relax and be still and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. So if you've been dropping the ball on your self-care like I have lately, now's the time to really just do something to treat yourself. Whether this looks like a salt bath or getting out in nature or reading a good book, whatever self-care means to you, Janice. And hey, on that note, let's pull you a self-care message. Oh no, I usually have that book back here somewhere. I have this book. It's called like the self-care. Oh, here it is. Complete Guide to Self-Care. I'm like, I could have moved it, could I? But usually when we get any kind of self-care message, I pull do some book divination. So let's just see. Specifically for Janice, in alignment with her true spirit, what does she need to know about some self-care for herself? Here we are. Ooh, manifesting goals. And I don't know if you want to screenshot this. It's this page here. Let me just try to get it situated for you. I might have to do like the top of the page, screenshot that, and then the bottom. If you want to follow all the steps there or not, your prerogative there, Janice. Oh, Jessa, I pulled you some cards already. Yeah, I knew you were here at the start, so I just pulled you some cards. So you might have to go back. I mean, we haven't been on here too long, so. Oh, manifestation skills. Well, that you're on the right path. You're already on the right path. So something you've been working to actively manifest, it feels like it's on its way for you. And especially if it has anything to do with a connection, this could even be your connection to yourself, just getting really in tune with your own higher self or true spirit, whatever you want to call that aspect of yourself. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's get Miss R some messages as well. Anything Rosalina needs to know? Ooh, we have one fell right into my lap. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So there's something you're going to be forgiving yourself for. This can even be just ways that you thought about yourself. Ooh, this almost fell, but look how it perfectly balanced here on my hand. Ways that you've beat yourself up in the past, or, thought, oh, I wasn't good enough back then. You're like letting all that crap go. Like you're reframing how you feel about yourself, and you're like your biggest protector, your biggest cheerleader, your biggest like parental figure to like protect you moving forward. It's a really beautiful energy. Ooh, and then we have the self-employment card. I don't know if that's something you're into. And yes, I do have potting soil underneath my fingernails for those of you that see that. I was just checking my plant status of their need for watering right before the live stream, and I did not clean them as good as I probably should have. But I will after I'm done. Yeah, you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Look at that. Oh, I'm dealing with a lot of health issues and it's made me lose out on a few job opportunities lately. I'm seriously affecting me, and it's definitely mirroring in those cards. Yes. And this can let you know that even if you do start working for someone else soon, there will be an opportunity. I see over this next year. So give yourself time. If you're not feeling it in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 10 months, give yourself some time, but there may be some sort of little like self-employment kind of hustle that you're doing. And I don't even see hustle as in like grind and do all this hard work. It feels very creative. It feels something you're very passionate about. And so the time that you're investing into this little business, it's not wasted. It feels very intentional, and the hard work won't feel like hard work because it's something you're very excited about. So whatever that might be, even if you're just kind of brainstorming some ideas, because here she's got all sorts of little pearls coming out of this shell here. It's not just one thought or idea or grind or hustle, whatever we want to call that, or business idea. It could be multiple streams of income potentially. Very cool. Yeah. And I'm hearing, especially with the financial worry that can come, especially if you've been having some health issues and you're not able to work, and then that income that you did have coming in when you were working is no longer there. It can add that stress, that anxiety. But I see there's really nothing to worry about. You guys will figure it out. And then moving forward, you're going to be able to feel very much supported, and not just supported by the universe and John and all of this, but like your own spirit is supporting you, and you're able to even help support yourself because you're so passionate about something. And then we have the S card on the back. It just was calling my name. So your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. So whatever your intuition's been telling you, Miss R, yes. The answer is yes. All right. Oh, that was something I was curious about in a reading we did the other day. It noted I should be looking elsewhere for jobs, but I couldn't figure out what based on the cards. So I do art, so maybe that. Absolutely. And don't let this whole AI taking over the art world and all of that, the pictures, the movies, the drawings, don't let that scare you, because as AI becomes what it is and what it's already been and what it's evolving into, there's going to be an even bigger pull or call for like human-made creativity, human-made art that has nothing to do with AI. So I know a lot of people that I watch, like artists and stuff that I watch on YouTube. They're very concerned and scared, and many of them have even already shut down their little creative businesses because they're like, I can't compete with AI. I can't compete with, this and that. And it's like, now's the time more than ever to express from the true spirit, because AI, no matter how good they get, how precise, how perfect they get with their whatever art that they're creating, or I won't even say creating, they're not creating it. They are engineering it from something that's already been created. Because if they didn't have something to pull that inspiration from, of course, they need a prompt. They can't just create it on their own. So they need the human to create the prompt, and then a human to create the art from which they're stealing the, whatever, to then create from the prompt that the human created. So don't be too scared about that. Oh, sewing and quilting, clothing alterations too. Oh, how fun. Oh, physical art, crochet pieces, patterns. So I'm not concerned about the AI stuff. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, marketing is a huge thing to start. That's difficult. Yeah, and that's where I've always struggled, is just marketing anything about my art, my tarot stuff. Like, I don't even know where to begin. But the weird thing is, in my human design, I guess I'm like supposed to be super good at marketing, and especially marketing myself or things that I create. I haven't hit my stride with it yet. Not that I've tried very desperately hard either, but I don't know. I just need to maybe bring it back to basics and not try, because that's the problem was, I do have a 2-year business degree with sales and marketing, and then a sister degree with entrepreneurship before I went back for my bachelor's degree. And nothing I learned back then is even remotely applicable now, because that was back in 2003, 2004. Nothing that I learned then is applicable now at all, because the internet was so not what it is now, 22 years ago. But I think instead of me trying, and you maybe as well, trying to market in this very like masculine way or very like algorithmic way, we just go back to our spirit, back to our feminine energy, and use that to market us somehow. And when you're in that receptive divine feminine energy, it's like, yes, you are creating what it is you're looking to offer people. But it's, instead of you then having to create it, then go out and find the people to sell it to, it's almost like, energetically speaking, you're setting up shop, and they would just start coming to you. They just start pouring in. I haven't unlocked the code to know how exactly to do that, but I feel it all the way to my spirit that that's a potential, especially for us divine feminines, or anyone using their own divine feminine energy, male, female, whatever you identify with. We all have feminine energy we can tap into, but especially people born female and female, right? We just haven't been taught, or I would say we've been programmed out of how to just naturally be receptive to, clients or customers or whatever that looks like. But yeah. Oh, I did commissions prior to COVID, but you're right. The market has changed drastically in 5 to 10 years. It's like starting new. And, I guess that can be a really overwhelming thing, but it can also be a really exciting thing, like fresh, new, blank canvas, clean slate. Like, what does this mean? The future can be bright. Anything's possible. So if we can reframe it from being something terrifying and scary or just different from what we once experienced to just something new and fun and fresh, like, I'm sure we can, one or other of us or someone's going to figure something out. And I have a feeling for so many people with the true spirit, we're just going to feel so good about how we're marketing, because this whole capitalistic society, masculine way of selling ourselves, that just sounds gross, doesn't it? I see that eventually going by the wayside, especially as this kind of, world split between the 3D and, people who are more in tune with their spirits, whatever you want to call that. There's going to be a very vast divide between the old way of doing things and the natural way of doing things, because the older kind of current way of doing things is not natural to us. We've been programmed into it. We can do it. Usually doesn't feel good, especially for the feminines out there, because it's very masculine presenting. But I feel us going back to the more ancient ways of just showing up and manifesting what we need to do in a very creative way while utilizing our creativity, because it's the name of the game. Busy fixing lunch, so stepped away. No worries. We're just kind of having a conversation at this point rather than doing readings. But yeah, I think I'm all caught up. Let me just double check that we didn't have any other donations come in, because I do not want to leave anyone hanging. Continue. We're going to sign back in. Make sure we're up to date. Activity. Yes. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go have some lunch, finish some plant care stuff that I started earlier, and clean under my fingernails. All of the potting soil. Oh, all right. Well, you guys have a fun rest of your day and week. I will see you guys Friday. I think Friday we'll do, maybe we will do a collective reading, and maybe we'll do a giveaway, reading giveaway. We haven't done that in a long time. And at that, so Friday, if you want your voice to be heard, come, because I'm going to set up a poll and you guys are going to decide Friday. Do we continue from this pool of names, or do we toss this and start over fresh? I'm going to have you guys decide on Friday. So if you want your voice to count, your vote to count, you need to be here Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, because we're probably going to do it pretty early in the live stream to decide what we're doing with this, because it's kind of been sitting here stagnant for quite a while, and it's just time to freshen up the energy. Whether that looks like us keeping the names and just stirring them up real good, or tossing them and starting them over, either one of those things will spark some new energy going. Yeah. So I will see you guys Friday. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Perfect Tarot Live. Oh, before I go, I have a couple more comments. It is gross to market, especially market yourself sometimes. There's a fine line between hawking others and just genuinely marketing is rough sometimes, but thank you so much. You're so welcome. Bye, Amanda. Thanks for the reading. Oh, you're so welcome. A little nervous for nationals. The reading helped. Oh, my mom said bye too. Oh, you're so welcome, sweetie. And tell your mom bye as well. Kashfi, thank you. Oh, you want to keep the pouch? Oh, perfect. Yeah, you've got a lot of names in there for sure. Both you and Kashfi. Good refresher every once in a while is always good. Yeah, have a good day. Well, either way, your names would be put in again, and we'll just keep going. We'll build it up from there if we had to dump it out. But the vote's going to be on you guys. So whoever's here, your voice will be heard. All right, guys, I already did my outro. So you have a wonderful, blessed rest of your week, and I will see you next time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time on Friday. All right, guys, much love, peace, and I will see you next time. Bye.